A Website Creation Help and Tool Website Guide. Chapter 1. A Website Development Website Guide. Website software. Websites, some free. A lot of free website creator software is offered by website hosting companies who want you to host your website with them. I used personalwebkit.com because it was a standalone software package they used to sell but have since given it away. I wanted a software I could use with different hosters. I wanted to create a website folder on my own hard drive and move it around if I want. designerwiz.com, expage.com, freeyellow.com, homestead.com, maxpages.com, oneandone.com/hosting, onesite.info, 2createawebsite.com, aaa-logo.com, 2createawebsite.com, coffeecup.com, thefreecountry.com, sites.google.com, software.informer.com/get-free-website-creator-software, 2createawebsite.com/build/free-web-software.html, adobe.com/products/acrobat, autoweb-creator.com, avonquest.com, blender.org, blender.org, bluevoda.com, brothersoft.com, coffeecup.com/software, coffeecup.com/freestuff, completelyfreesoftware.com, contactplus.com, cutepdf.com/products/cutepdf/writer.asp, cs.thomsonreuters.com/web-builder/build.aspx, cutepdf.com, debugmode.com/wink, docu-track.com, dopdf.com, easystorycreator.com, edi.co.nz, doodlekit.com, download.cnet.com, easywebeditor.com, easynarticles.com, free website creator, esitesbuilder.com, evrsoft.com, euisoft.com, finalemusic.com, flashperfection.com, freebyte.com/website_tools, free.avg.com, freedownloadcenter.com, freezerifsoftware.com/software/web+, high-logic.com/fontcreator.html, homestead.com, hooverwebdesign.com/templates/free-software.html, hostgator.com, hypervre.com, info2web.com, introwizard.com/flash-website-builder, hosting.phpmagazine.net, internet.suite101.com, intuit.com, ipsarian.com, isoftwarereviews.com, netobjects.com/html/essentials.html, pages.google.com, personalwebdead website, try.dash.com, web.com, download.cnet.com, sourceforge.net/projects/pdf creator, text-website-creation.smartcode.com, thefreecountry.com, thesitewizard.com, review.top10reviews.com/so-i-build-a-website-what-now.html, topshareware.com, website-creation.smartcode.com, webstarts.com, clickexchange.com, toolstransmission.com, yuckudr.com, digitaldutch.com/alls, image web page creator, peta.com/smaller, a smaller GIF, batchimage.com, buttongadget.com, italisoft.com/clickpick, clickpick, easywebbuttons.com, easywebbuttons, goosey.com/library/freelayout web page, Eve Web Edition, webalbumshow.com, mindworkshop.com, fcoder.com, boxstopsoft.com, imagecure.com, jasc.com, lincolnbeach.com, mehov.com, wekasoft.com, resoft.com, omgsoft.com, sitejazz.com, softinabox.com, sothink.com/webtools/index.htm, terminals2dio.com, videos2diopro.com, vimez.com, omgsoft.com, manage your website websites, webdesignerwall.com, calafia.com/webmasters/tips.htm, webmonkey.wired.com/webmonkey, technical articles and tutorials for various technologies and skill levels, w3schools.com, free web building tutorials, from basic HTML and XHTML to advanced XML, JavaScript, and Flash, web-source.net, dnsstuff.com, craigcecil.com/checkyourSite.htm, validator.w3.org, a3webitech.com/index.php/compare-cms.html, imagiware.com/rxhtml, poshiika.info/whatevervalid, browsershots.org, anybrowser.com/siteviewer.html, watchthatpage.com, aboutcookies.org, evrsoft.com, html, yougetsignal.com, offers very useful and interesting information about your connection and other hill-pull internet data. Your IP address, your internet hub location, visual traceroutes, HOI lookup. aboutus.org, this is a free service which will scrutinize your website from the point of view of a search engine and tell you if your headers, metadata, tags etc. are search engine friendly or not, and also tells you what information some of the main search engines have stored about your website at present. google.com/webmasters, siteexplore.search.yahoo.com, webtalkforums.com, webmaster-corner.com, designerstalk.com, bible.ovc.edu/software/quirks.htm, browser quirks and HTML programming tips, mcsr.olemus.edu/mudws/webhints.html, hints for web authors, shore.net/straub/wprmultb.htm, designing websites for multiple browsers without being bland, webtips.dan.info, Dan's Web Tips, bip.cnrs-mrs.fr/bip10/basichtm.htm, Principles of Friendly Web Pages, usate.com, Usable Information Technology, shore.net/straub/wprwiden.htm, Web Page Repair, widen your website's audience, wdvl.com/authoring/html/standards, the WDVL, HTML standards compliance, why bother? htmlhelp.com, siliconglen.com/usability/browsers.html, cross-browser site design and testing for customers, CSS design websites, freelancer.com/css, css.maxdesign.com.au, csscollector.com, alistiapart.com/article/custom corners, designshack.net, designshack.net/gallery, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/cascading_style_sheets, msdn.microsoft.com/n-us/magazine/hh653584.aspx, teamtreehouse.com/tracks/web-design, templated.co, codecademy.com/learn/web, cssheaven.com, lynda.com/css-tutorials/for-designers/216-2.html, smashingmagazine.com, thoughtco.com/web-design-4133459. thoughtco.com/what-is-css-3466390. w3schools.com/css/css_rwd_intro.asp. w3schools.com/css/default.asp. webdesign.org/tutorials/html-and-css/page-1.html. creativeblog.com/web-designs/examples-css-9127110. css-design.com. cssdesignawards.com. cssdrive.com. cssdsgn.com. cssmania.com. csswinner.com. csszengarden.com. skybound.ca. w3.org/standard/webdesign/html css. webcodegeeks.com css. webreference.com/authoring/style/sheet/layout/advanced. cssbased.com. A gallery of well-designed CSS-based websites. cssbeauty.com/gallery. Gallery of beautiful designs. cssbloom.com. CSS Gallery. csscollection.com. css-demo.com. Spanish gallery designed in CSS. cssdrive.com. css gallery. cssdump.com. css web design gallery. csselite.com. css website design galleries. cssglance.com. Italian website. Database of CSS-based websites. csshazard.com. Best of CSS website designs. cssheaven.com, cssheaven. Gallery for inspiration. cssimport.com, cssimport. css web design gallery. cssliquid.com, cssliquid. csslove.net, csslove. Inspirational gallery. cssprincess.com. Female designers. cssvault.com. Designer, developer, programmer, manager, CSS advocate. cssreboot.com, CSS Reboot. CSS Reboot is a community event for web professionals. cssremix.com, CSS Remix. Best CSS designs in web design. allvt.de/css-showcase, CSS Showcase. cssTux.com, CSS Tux. Best dressed sites on the web. css-website.com, CSS Website. Innovative gallery of simple websites. csszengarden.com. Website template websites. ThemeForest. A marketplace for buying and selling website templates. ThemeForest.net. Australia. Dreamlina Studio. Dreamlinastudio.com. Hoover Web Templates. hooverwebdesign.com/templates. Themes in Design. themesindesign.com. aidsdesign.net/php/free_templates.php, AIDS Design Free Templates. TemplateMonster.com. MyTemplateStage.com. WebDesignHelper.co.uk. Biz-plates.com. TemplateKit.com. Boxstart.com. 101webtemplate.com. gerlinde.com/templates.shtml. Designload.net. htmlcenter.com/tutorials/tutorials.cfm/64, Dreamweaver Templates Tutorial, Create Templates in Dreamweaver. elated.com/pagekits. templatemuseum.com. graphic-templates.com. smartwebby.com/website_templates/default.asp. templatehunter.com. templates2go.com. templates-themes-graphics.com, webpagedesign.com.au, print-templates.com, 48hourprint.com/templates_cdr.html, CorelDRAW templates, coloridprinting.com/cdnnews/templates/free templates_cdn.html, diskcopyinc.com/download.htm, imagers.com, graphics.uwa.edu.au/download.html, print100.com, teapotdesigns.com, adobe.com/products/framemaker/tempsiries/main.html, doxys.web.cern.ch/doxy/framemaker/templates/welcome.html, cernframemaker templates, sdcrmc.org/samples_and_templates/framemaker-templates.htm, buttonbadge.co.uk/templates.htm, 48hourprint.com/templates_fh.html, 48hourprint freehand templates, cds.com/specs, CD Solutions freehand templates, bulletinsops.ohio-state.edu/copz/technical/templates.html, cop easy, freehand templates, unleash.com/gary/vector/vector01fh.html, freehand, imagers.com/download/indigo_templates/freehand.sit.hqx, images freehand mx templates Mac, neato.com. Chapter 2. Website creation stuff. Redirect a website to another domain. Redirect an old website name to your new one. Domain name forwarding is when you get a nice domain name like nerdycrocodile.com and redirect it to your free site with the crappy name like esnaps.com/web/nerdycrocodile. URL or website cloaking is redirecting a domain name to an existing website and keeping it secret. You don't know that you might be on a free website as opposed to one that you're paying for hosting services. If you have a website but want to give it a new name, you buy a domain name from a domain seller who offers redirection or domain forwarding services. Type redirect a website into ehow.com or a search engine. If your website name was oddman.com and the new name is normalguy.com, use this HTML language. instant-web-site-tools.com/html-redirect.html, redirect a website from one domain to another. Set up a forum/message board. Some website creation software has a forums or comments button. Turn it on and it creates a forum for you where people email comments in. At blogger.com, click settings then comments and you got your forums board. QuickTopic.com and ProBoards.com add a forum to your website. BoardHost.com, create your own board. ForumAffiliates.net, Forum Affiliates Network. Fan is a community for forum administrators. WonderCafe.ca, PHPBB.com, Yahoo.com, build your own forum now. BoardRedder.com, AsaboArt.net, create a free forum. ForumCircle.com, Metafilter.com, community weblog. BoardTracker.com, ForumsDigitalBoard.com, CRAZicForums.com, EasyBoard.com, Forum-Index.com, BoardRedder.com, Forums.bellaonline.com, Ecatron.com, build your own forum. TheForumSite.com, AllForums.net, BoardBot.com, ACT.com/community, TheForumSite.com, Uniforum.org, ATForumz.com, MyFreeForum.org, Ecatron.com, MagicalForums.com, SpamFreeForums.com, Forums Dead website, try.dash.com, beastieBoys.com/bbsaugsburg.edu/tilde/schwartz/ebs, augsburg.edu/files/bbs_lists, bbs.fdu.edu, bbs.isca.uiowa.edu, big-boards.com, blogsforums.info, boardreader.com, boards2go.com, boardwatch.com, bbs@boardwatch.com, bulletin boards worldwide, bulletinboards.com, 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 christianforums.com, cs.colorado.edu/home/macbrian/public-html/bb, delphiforums.com, dir.webring.com/h/forums, dkeep.com/sbi, dsv.su.se/mats.bio.beebs-lists, eboard.com, englishforums.com, easyboard.com, featherish.com, forums, fidonit.org, forum.asianfanatics.net, forum.creditorweb.com, forumbooster.net, forumbooster.net, forumcircle.com, forumco.com, forumfind.com, forumplanet.com, forum's dead website, try.dash.com, forums.asp.net, forums.catholic.com, forums.craigslist.org, forums.f13.net, forums.firingsquad.com, forums.renlist.com, forums.winamp.com media player, grabaforum.com, gravityboard.com, invisionai.com, free forum hosting, letsbostit.net, free forum hosting, libertyforum.org, myfreeforum.org, nptn.org, info@nptn.org, freenets, oakland.edu/pub/miscellaneous/bbs lists, offspring.com/forums, openspaceforum.net, parenting.ivillage.com/messageboards, parenting.ivillage.com/messageboards, proboards18.com, search.yahoo.ca/search $p=bulletin +boards, spamfreeforums.com, sysopworld.com/bbsfaq/text, thedirectory.org/diamond/bbs lists, theforumcity.com, theforumsite.com, 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 theforumworld.org, thinkofit.com/webconf/forumsoft, urban75.com, urban75.net/vbulletin, usbbs.org, list of USA and Canada bulletin boards, usbbs.org, list of USA and Canada bulletin boards, vbulletin.com, vbulleting.com, wowbb.com, wooarchive.wstl.edu/mirrors/ms./bb lists. Create an RSS feed. Push technology is software where you program in what you want and the internet automatically sends you that info whenever new leads are loaded into the internet on that subject. RSS means really simple syndication. As a website owner, whenever you write a new entry, you can program the website for interested users to automatically get an email of the new content. Many website creation programs have this option available. Look for RSS or site feed to feed your articles to interested users. Look for an RSS feed icon on your favorite website/blogs. To use RSS, you need feed reader or aggregator software like Lectora.com, Pluck.com, WizComputers.com, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_of_news_aggregators. Filter news content to get only news you want and eliminate everything else. Get reminders of important events and dates with bplet.com. With versiontracker.com, get info about software updates. Reroute email to get it in an RSS feed without having to open your email account with pop2rss.com or gmail.com. Use bloglines.com to read your RSS feed from any computer. newsgator.com/free_RSS_readers. bloglines.com. bots.internet.com. entrypoint.com. feedicons.com. feedreader.com. ffg.com. freeloader.net. go.com. go.to/mediaexpress. google.com/reader. incontext.com. infomarket.ibm.com. lanacom.com. mariemba.com. msnbc.com. my.yahoo.com. netscape.com. pointcast.com. ponyfish.com. reader.google.com. surflogic.com. travsoft.com. timepony.com. utsire.com/shrook. wagar.com. whatsnew.com, new websites. Bad website design websites. rats.com, go to bad design features. webpageshatsuck.com. worstoftheweb.com. Flash web design/Flash development. Flash is an application development program. This program is used to support interactive applications, sound and video files as well as any dynamic content on the web. Programs like movies and games are designed with Flash. Flash as an application development program is mostly preferred by graphic designers as this helps them to exercise control over the design. Flash also aids graphics animation. Flash-enabled web designs take longer time to load than web pages with normal web designs. Websites that are video-based or animation-based and not really text-based are better off using Flash web design. Flash web design can boost a website with graphics, multimedia and other content, but all this stuff means it takes longer to load. Flash web design/Flash development websites. ultrashawk.com. aroots.com, antsroots. bmace.com, bmace. chattyfig.figleaf.com/flashcoders-wiki, flashcoders-wiki. componenthq.endclosure.com, componenthq. d-art.ch, dart. deconcept.com, deconcept v.3. devlab.swift3d.com, swift3d devlab. mllabs.com, emllabs. ericd.net, ericd. flashblog.net, flashblog. flashcomponents.net, flashcomponents. flashdev.info, flashcandy. flashguru.co.uk, flashguru. flashjester.com, flashjester. flashkit.com, flashkit. flashmagazine.com, flashmagazine. flashmxpro.com, flashmxpro. flashpro.nl, flashpro. flashtothecore.playstation.com, flashtothecore. geckoarts.com, geckoarts. goldshell.com/flashforge, flashforge saver. illogicz.com, illages. juxtinteractive.com/deconstruction. kirupa.com, kirupa. liquidjourney.com, liquidjourney. mook.org/webdesign/flash, mook. oos.moxiecode.com, outside of society. pixelplay.org/jeff, pixelplay. polar-lights.com/n, interesting FLA. samuelwan.com/information. samuelwan.com/information, samuelwan. screenweaver.com, screenweaver. swift3d.com, swift3d. swift-tools.com, swifttools. thelenKZ.com, the links. vecta3d.com, vecta3d. waxpraxis.org, waxpraxis. we're-here.com, we're here. wildform.com. Chapter 3. Website tools to help design websites. Tools for writers at cartime.com/articles/proven-tools-for-writers-and-content-creators. Copyscape.com, Copyscape, checking to see if your work is still live on the internet.Essaymama.com,Essaymama, atessaymama.com, you can have professional writers and academics check your work. Canva.com, Canva, this is a design tool you can use to create content for your websites that is aesthetically pleasing. Infogr.m, Infogram, you can download your infographics as PDFs or PNGs. Picmonkey.com, Picmonkey, with this tool you can touch up and alter your images to make them fit whatever it is you are trying to insert them into. Dafont.com, Dafont, this is a fairly old piece of software that allows you to use different fonts. Google.com/fonts, Google Fonts, Google has over 600 font families and they have set it up so there are only 3 steps to adding the font to your website. Wido.co, Widio, this is an online video creation tool that allows you to create and edit video and then share it online. Studio.stupiflix.com/n, Stupiflix online video creation tool. AwesomeScreenshot.com, Awesome Screenshot, take screenshots and use them to communicate with other people or use them to present within your work. TechSmith.com/Jing.html, Jing, this is a tool you can download and use to capture and adjust screenshots. Monosnap.com, Monosnap, this is a screenshot tool you can use to highlight important elements of a website. Pictochart.com, Pictocart, organize your information into an infographic with customizable themes and a library full of great images you can upload and share. Thinglink.com, Thinglink, get real-time analytics of the links your visitors are clicking on. Mindnode.com, organizing your thoughts. Giving a voice to the voicelessbook.com/2015/04/20/memoir-ghost-how-to-be-someone's-memoir-ghost-writer, memoir ghostwriter. Digitalthread.com, web tools. Digitalthread.com/webdesign. Digitalthread.com/design resources. Digitalthread.com/webdesign/animation_game_design. Business tool website/tools for your website 1. iTools.com. Websitetoolbox.com. Site Critic. Learn web design by looking at quality websites. Webmaster resources for building effective websites. Sitecritic.net. w3.org. clutinari.com. odsk.com. 16bugs.com. 247webmonitoring.com, be in control of your website. 2wire.com. 321clipart.com. a4desk.com. a4deskpro.com. about.com, HTML guide. academicearth.org. acbase.com. active.ws, active.ws, free URL redirection and email forwarding service. activegrid.com. addthis.com, add a button on your website that allows readers to easily bookmark and share your website. buttonator.com, if you need to create buttons for your blog, this easy tool will help you. AddOurSiteFreeSubmit.com, tool for your website, enables people to add a website link to your website. Adobe.com. aevision.com/tutorials/flash. ajaxload.info. ajaxpatterns.org. alistiapart.com. alistiapart.com/topics/html. amiando.com, Amiando helps you with all the smaller aspects of event organization, website, promotion, participant registration, online payment, ticketing and more. Animationfactory.com, Animation Factory. Annoyances.org. Anonymizer.com, Anonymizer.com. Anybrowser.com, checks browser compatibility of your website. Anybrowser.com/siteviewer.html, view your own site as your visitors do. apache.org, appfuse.org, apple.com/webobjects, apps.com, aptour.com. Add multimedia to your website with one click. araniaframework.org open source Java web framework. articles.crystal-product.com, asp.net, aspfree.com, asp-shareware.org, asp-shareware.org, Association of Shareware Professionals, atlasxion.com, aukila.nl, autorun-cd.multimedia-software.net, ballot-box.net, free website quiz, ballot-box.net, polls, bananr.com, your Flickr user ID or photo set ID and easily add the photos to your blog, barebans.com, bcentral.com, beaconpush.com, push service for creating real-time web apps using HTML5 WebSockets and Comet. Beacon enables you to add real-time browser push technology to your website with just 3 lines of code. beansoftware.com/asp.net-tutorials. bscene.com, bscene. betabug.com. bigdashboards.com. bigresource.com. blog.thinkrelevance.com. blograwling.com, add a blog roll to your website to show readers what other blogs you find interesting. blogs.techrepublic.com. blogtoplist.com/computers. blueshose.org. blungr.com, Blungr is a simple domain name generator created to help problems about thinking out domain names for projects. boogiejack.com, boogiejack's Web Depot, a webmaster's resource site. boogiejack.com, create your buttons, borders, background. brainfind.com, a search engine just for webmasters. bravenet.com, free web tools for webmasters. bravenet.com, Java, guest books, counters and much. bruceclay.com/web_rank.htm, information for web architects. brusheasy.com. brianeisenberg.com/2009/09/free-tools-to-improve-your-website. bugja.com. buildsmarter.com. buttonbrowser.com. cakephp.org. cardservicemerchantaccount.com, Card Service International, a merchant account. caspio.com. cgiscript.net. cgitoolbox.com. chamai.com/tc. changedetection.com, every time your website changes we will notify your visitors. changedetection.com, this site tells your visitors about changes to your website every time something is updated. changedetection.com. cherrypie.org. clearspring.com. clipart.com. clustrmaps.com, cluster maps. When visitors click on your blog, this tool logs their location on a map. Watch as over the life of your blog, the map fills with information on your visitors' locations. codeamber.org/ticker_code.html, Code Amber Ticker, free ticker for the Amber Alert system to post on your web page. codehouse.org. codeigniter.com. coghead.com. color.sharewonders.com. colorblender.com. colormixers.com. colorschemer.com. colorlovers.com. colr.org, color scheme generator. columbia.edu/kermit/wixduze.htm, Windows Internet Kermit Service, User Guide. conceptshair.com. cool-domain-ideas.blogspot.com. coolhomepages.com, free articles. cooltext.com. cooltext.com, free online graphics generator. cpcug.org/user/monkern/html-ed.html, HTML editors for Windows, extensive list of HTML editors, other authoring tools, links to download sites. Createaplace.com. Create-a-web-site-page.com. Createworkspace.com. CSSbeauty.com. CSScollection.com. CSSforsale.com. Cursorcafe.com, free cursors. Cybercity.biz/tips. Cyber-junkie.com, for all your website needs. Dapper.net. davesite.com/webstation. davesite.com/webstation/html. dd.cron.ru. delerie.com/web/wpbcv.html, browser compatibility. designsnack.com. dev.helma.org. developer.yahoo.com. digitalpoint.com/tools. directnick.com. divmod.org. djangoproject.com. dmxzone.com. dojotoolkit.org. domaininformer.com, domain registration tools. domaintools.com. domaintools.com. don'tclick.it. dreamencode.net/forums. dreamtemplate.com. dumimage.com, dynamic dummy image generator. doshare.com, a simple direct file transfer service. eastgate.com, books for webmasters. easywebeditor.com. easy-web-editor.net. ebase.org. ebookswriter.com. eboz.com, internet marketing, direct marketing. ecoconsulting.co.uk/training/opensource.html, eco-consulting, free and open source tools. e-freshupdates.com, website maintenance. eggheadcafe.com/tutorials. elated.com/article/filezilla-tutorial. emagazine.com, emagazine. enetplace.com, to enetplace, internet business resources. eninpost.com. eans.com. everyone.net, promote your group and strengthen ties to your members. flashkit.com, flashkit, free flash templates. evrsoft.com, to evrsoft, free HTML script editor. experts-exchange.com. faganfinder.com, faganfinder, all-in-one page of internet tools. famfamfam.com. fastvirtual.com/support. feedblitz.com, add this tool to your website so readers can have your website posts sent directly to their email. Feedblitz also offers widgets to add to your website such as a blog roll. fileflow.com. filesanywhere.com. filezilla.ca/tutorial7.asp. filezilla-project.org. filezilla-project.org. firephp.org. fiberuns.com. flashperfection.com. flashvillage.com. flist.com, create free polls. folionow.com. fontsquirrel.com. formatpixel.com. formspring.com. freeaudioclips.com, free audio clips, free WAV, MIDI and O files. freefever.com, webmaster resources. freeflashintros.com, free flash intros, get free flash for your website. freeestates.com. freeasticky.com, find something here that will add value to your website. freetemplatesonline.com. freetools.com. freewebs.com. freewebsitetemplates4u.com. freewebtemplates.com, free web templates, get free website templates. freewebtools.com. frontpageworld.com, Microsoft FrontPage. fusionbot.com, add a search engine to your website. f-w-r.com, free webmaster resources onesite.info. gabcast.com, record using your phone and post audio on your website with Gabcast. This tool can also be used to host conference calls. get4web.com. getbugjuice.com. Jikar.com, add photos to your website and put them in motion with this tool. Create slideshows and more. Giptools.com. Gizmosnetworks.com, get a free gizmos for your site. Goodkeywords.com. Google.com/analytics/index.html, Google Analytics. Keeps a close eye on your website traffic and finds out who is visiting your website. This tool breaks down the visitor information in several ways, including plotting a map of where the visitors are located. Googleblog.blogspot.com. Googlemashups.com. Gotapie.com. Gotlogos.com. groups.csale.mit.edu/uid/sikuli. grownupgeek.com. GUI toolkit for developers. hitbox.com, hitbox.com. hobocentral.net. homepagetools.com. homeservierland.com/forums. h-online.com. horde.org. hostedcripts.com, CGI scripts for webmasters free of charge. hotwired.com. howtostartaforum.com. htmlbasics.com. htmlcodetutorial.com. htmlgoodies.com. htmlgoodies.com, learn HTML free. htmlhelp.com. htmlhelp.com. htmlprimer.com. hyperpublish.com. i6networks.com. iboost.com/build/software/flash. iceberdondemand.com. iconbuffet.com. iconfactory.com. iconfinder.net. iconfinder.net/free_icons. info.med.yale.edu/caim/manual/contents.html, web style guide covering everything that has to do with site and page design. informatica.com. informate.com. infoserviemedia.com. inserit.com. instantsiteMachine.com. instant-web-site-tools.com. intellogi.net, Intellogi CMS, Content Management System, Web Development Tool. interactivetools.com. irc.gmu.edu/resources/workshop materials/pageonmasonnews/pageonmasonnew.htm, create and upload a basic Mason web page. iscoper.com. Iscoper generates smart results using computer-produced algorithms combined with expert input from real people whom are authorities in electronics, gadgets, and technology. a4flash.com/faq/index.html, a4flash, Flash templates. javaatwork.com. javascriptsearch.com, free JavaScript search. jayic.com. jayigloo.com, Jigloo. This tool creates tags within your website that allows readers to find more information from your previous website posts. jigsaw.w3.org/css-validator. jtrack.info. justhost.com. cowsweaver.com. kdevelop.org. kidsonline.org/tech training. crazydad.com/colorpickr. color.adobe.com, make color schemes that are compatible with Adobe Creative Suite. lab.rails2u.com/bgmaker, background image maker. labnol.org/internet. labpixies.com, add widgets like Google Maps, games, calendars, and more on your blog. latimesblogs.latimes.com/technology. lcweb.loc.gov/copyright, U.S. Copyright Office, free information about copyright laws. leafletter.com. lifehacker.com/software. lighthouseapp.com. limpage.com. linkcounter.com, track your website traffic free for a week. linkfinder.freeurl.com. linkproctor.com. logoin.com. longjump.com. lucasappa.com/brilliantmaker/buttonimage.php, brilliant button maker. macromedia.com, maguma.com, makebeliefscomix.com. Choose your characters and add word or thought bubbles complete with your own text to create your own comic strip. makequick.com, markuptutorials.com, mashable.com/2009/09/30/small-business-strategies, mashery.com, mcli.dist.maricopa.edu/tut/lesson, mediabuilder.com, mediabuilder.com, Media Builder, free 3D clip art, backgrounds, and online tools. medialotitebox.com, FTP server, free 500 MB. megawebtools.com, memoimema.com/help/html-edit, miniajax.com, miniclip.com/downloads.htm, miniclip, free games to add to your website. mobispirit.com, mochikit.com, modxcms.com, monkeyworks.co.nr, moodtools.net. More. modobit.com, mpeg.org, mpeg pointers and resources. mrbup.com/open-source-windows-alternatives. multimediapalace.com, mycomputer.com, ncsa.uiuc.edu/general/internet/www/htmlprimer.html, Beginner's Guide to HTML. nemerelli.org, naneus.com, netcraft.com, netcreations.com, netmechanic.com, nitroproject.org, onlamp.com/pub/a/apache, onlinesapins.com/blog/2007/05/10/using-delicious-for-blogging, using del.icio.us for blogging. How you can incorporate del.icio.us into your blogging program. openkapow.com, openlayers.org, openrico.org, opensymphony.com, orangeusd.k12.ca.us/resource-tools/page-development.htm, web page development resources for schools, links for design guidelines, content advice, technical info, and graphics. osmanauction.com. Other tools. pageresource.com, pagesucker.com, suck an entire web page onto your hard drive so you can read it offline. panic.com/coda, paperkiller.com, pazooza.com, pdfmyurl.com, create a .pdf file using the URL from any web page. pearlservices.net, pearlservices.net/n/program/psupload, phpbbhs.com, phpdeveloper.org, cpcug.org/user/monkern/htmled.html, HTML editors for Windows, extensive list of HTML editors, other authoring tools, links to download sites. phpgetview.net, phpide.de, phpjunkyard.com, phpopenbiz.org, pic2color.com, picosearch.com, put a search engine on your website for your website. pinoy7.com/flash, pipes.yahoo.com, piwik.org, web analytics software program. plainblack.com, pliner.net, free forms, polls, chat rooms, message boards and popfly.ms, porchlightnow.com, powupload.com, products, programmableweb.com, prototypejs.org, providesupport.com, visitor monitoring code, pylonshq.com, qcodo.com, qooxdo.org, Ajax framework with a, canis.com, quickbanner.com, raum.org, radrails.org, rainbow9.org, rarst.net/software, recursiapp.com, a simple solution to show clients your spiffy new design. Response-o-matic.com, free form processor add forms to your web pages. roboauthor.com, roscripts.com, roundedcornr.com, rpath.com, rubyforge.org, rubyonrails.com, safeinternetbusiness.com, safe internet business solutions, sampa.com, sausage.com, sbceo.org/helpdesk/helpuploads.html, sbco helpdesk, script.aculo.us, scrubtheweb.com, scrubtheweb.com/abs/software, seagullproject.org, seethroughweb.com, website maintenance, seocentro.com/tools/co-tools.html, serviceuptime.com, uptime monitoring service that will email you if your website becomes unavailable. Their free service will perform a check every 30 minutes on one domain. sibsoft.net/xupload.html, Supload, Ajax upload progress bar, siteKreader.com, sitemason.com, sitemighty.com, sitepoint.com, sitepoint.com/forums, skimlinks.com, sourceforge.net, spellery.com. Type in the URL to your website and find out if you have any spelling mistakes. spigit.com, springframework.org, statsfly.com, website stats, steves-templates.com, web templates, stripegenerator.com, sdsoftware.biz, surveymonkey.com, create and publish custom surveys, swishzone.com, software that allows you to create great flash presentations, symphony-project.com, synthesite.com, systransoft.com, internet translation technologies, tagcrowd.com, create a cloud of words from your website with this tool. Once you have created the cloud, the tool will provide the HTML code so you can put it on your blog. tartanmaker.com, technodorm.com, techwriter.com, compare help tools, t-edit.com, techenobits.com, templatedbusiness.com, template-help.com, template-help.com, templatemonster.com, terraims.com/dmapickens.php, textconverter.simex.com, thecooltools.blogspot.com, thefreecountry.com/php/wiki-scripts.html, free and open source PHP wiki scripts, thefreesite.com, themidnightcoders.com, thepluginsite.com, thesitewizard.com, tinyurl.com, enter a long URL to make Tiny free, tools.blogflux.com, tools.devshead.com/webmaster-tools, tools.dynamicdrive.com, tools.dynamicdrive.com/image optimizer, online image optimizer, GIF, JPG, and PNG, totalwebmaster.com, troublefixers.com, trusty.org/wizard, twocows.com, turbogears.org, tutorialfeed.blogspot.com, tutorialkit.com, tweakcms.com, twistedmatrix.com, typedester.maratz.com, unfudeli.com, ureader.com, usate.com, validator.w3.org, validator.w3.org, HTML validator, vbadvanced.com, vecteasy.com, free vector graphics, verypdf.com, visualvision.it, vote-pro.com, online voting and survey software, w3.org/pub/www/tools, World Wide Web and HTML tools. w3schools.com. w3schools.com/flash. w3schools.com/html. wap-upload.com. waveget.com/typeitin.html. web20badges.com. web66.cold.umn.edu/cookbook/default.html. web66 cookbook, setting up internet servers, other information for maintaining internet access. webassist.com, give your e-commerce site PayPal functionality without having to touch a line of code. webattack.com. webbuilder101.com. webconfs.com, SEO tools. webserim.com. webdesign.org. webdesignerdepot.com. webdesignfromscratch.com. webdesignledger.com. weberdev.com. webheadcentral.com. web-helper.net. webhostmagazine.com. webknowhow.net, webmaster resources. webloganalyzer.biz, professional page counter and weblog analyzer. webmasterbase.com. webmasterfree.com. webmasterinabox.net. webmaster-now.com, help and tips. webmasterradio.fm. webmastersland.com. webmaster-talk.com. webmastertoolscentral.com. webmasterworld.com. webmonkey.wired.com. webnophobia.com. web-online-surveys.com. webovation.com. weboverdrive.com. webpage-tools.com. webreference.com. webreference.com, webreference, web creation news and tutorials for newbies and experienced webmasters. webreference.com/programming. website.intuit.com. web-site-downloader.com. websitegarage.com, services for maintaining and improving your website. websitemagazine.com. websitemovers.com, website migration made easy. websitenotes.com. websiteoptimization.com. websiteibone.com, create a ribbon for your favorite cause or use an originally designed ribbon to tie all your different blogs together with this simple tool. web-site-software.com. websitetoolbox.com. websitetoolbox.com, create a forum on your website. websitetoolbox.net. websiteinks.com. web-source.net. websupergoo.com. webteacher.com/javascript. webtenant.com/website_maintenance.php. webtools.com. webwareforpython.org. webweaving.org. weebly.com. webox.fr. werbach.com/barebons, bare bones guide to HTML, lists every official HTML tag in common usage, plus Netscape and Microsoft extensions. whoyshopper.com. widgetbox.com. widgetbox.com, add any widget to your website with this tool. wikihow.com. wikihow.com/download-and-open-torrent-files. wikihow.com/organize-files-on-a-website. wordtracker.com. worldwidemart.com/scripts, Matt Script Archive, offers free CGI scripts to the web community. wsabstract.com, JavaScript Kit, free JavaScripts and JavaScript tutorials. wsabstract.com/howto, advanced HTML/web building tutorials. woofu.com. woofu.com, woofu. If you would like to create an online forum for your blog, use this tool. xaraya.com. xav.com/script/search. zenocafé.com/tutorials/linux/centos/apache_web_server/index.php. xoops.org. unlaw.com. zeavis.com/services.php, web design and development services. zend.com. zimkey.com. zenadu.com. zcost.org. zoho.com. zoopframework.com. zope.org. zyzic.wordpress.com. Business tool website /tools for your website too. Site Mixer, professional website templates. Professional website templates. templates.sitemixer.com/n. Style Hatch. Creating fresh and unique premium Tumblr themes. stylehatch.co. Media Evolver. Creates cutting-edge websites and mobile apps. MediaEvolver.com. USA, UK, France. Essence.co. UK-based search engine optimization company. essence-co.co.uk. Kitika Incorporated. Merchandising network for bloggers. Provides bloggers the opportunity to harness their independent original content to monetize the traffic to their site. Cihitica.com. Vantageous, advertising network. Advertising network design industry. Vantageous.com. AdBright. Sell ad space on thousands of websites. adbrite.com. Revenue Pilot. Provides the pay for performance, PFP, and the pay per click, PPC, opportunity to turn traffic into profits. RevenuePilot.com. Burst Media. Helps web publishers creating specialty content online. BurstMedia.com. Clickser.com, content-targeted contextual advertising. Targeted advertising service on CPC/PPC basis. Clickser.com. DesignTalkboard.com/listing/web-design/accessibility, accessibility web design links and resources. DesignTalkboard.com/listing/web-design/graphics, graphics. DesignTalkboard.com/listing/web-design/scripts, scripts. goer.berkeley.edu, California Berkeley University User Interface Research. hcii.cmu.edu, Human-Computer Interaction Institute, Carnegie Mellon University. Interactivity.ucsd.edu, ICL, Interactive Cognition Lab at UCSD. Cognitive Science. Mindlab.org, MIND. Lab Virtual Environments, Human-Computer Interaction. size.nova.edu/nova/hci/top.html, Nova Southeastern University Human-Computer Interaction Department in Florida, USA. hci.stanford.edu, Stanford HCI degree programs in departments emphasizing design, implementation, testing, and analysis. isrc.umbc.edu, UMBC Interactive Systems Research Center. Psychology.wichita.edu/SIL, Wichita State University Software. Usability Research Lab, SIL. CSSZengarden.com, Zengarden examples of using CSS-based design for website layout design. DesignTalkboard.com/listing/web-design. hed.swin.edu.au/design/nidr, Swinburne National Institute for Design Research, NIDR, Design Research and Postgraduate Education. cs.york.ac.uk/HCI, York University Research into the Design and Evaluation of Interactive Systems. cbtcafe.com, CBT Cafe computer-based training cafe free tutorials for web and graphic design. color.org/wpaper2.html, color management for distributed digital media. easyrgb.com, easy RGB systems to match online colors, calibrate monitors and other color matching tools. oswd.org, Open Source Web Design Free Web Designs. Pinoy7.com, Pinoy 7 Paint Shop Pro and Animation Shop Tutorials plus Macromedia Flash Basics. thoughtcode.com/web-design-41333459. BigNosebird.com, script reference for web developers and designers. DesignPlace.org, DesignPlace free web development and design resource. DevsHead.com, DevShed webmaster script reviews and web development tutorials. WebDevelopersJournal.com, Web Developers Journal. WDVL.com, Web Developers Virtual Library. Clickser.com, content targeted contextual advertising. FastClick. Ad campaigns. FastClick.com. Google AdSense. Google.com/AdSense. PayPal, start accepting credit cards today with PayPal. PayPal.com. Moneybookers.com. Pay anyone with an email address. The recipient receives the payment instantly. Moneybookers.com. DesignModo.com. Into DNS. Checks the health and configuration and provides DNS report. Into DNS.com. Nope. News for designers. NoPE.com. Smashing Magazine. SmashingMagazine.com. Artremix.ru, Art Gallery of Websites. Artremix.ru. Russia. DesignFlood.com. Collection of unique, well-designed websites. DesignFlood.com. W3C Sites. Collection of websites created by designers. W3CSites.com. Bainspeared. BeInspired.ru. Russia. Ultrashock. Ultrashock is a professional community for multimedia developers. Ultrashawk.com. 13amp.tv. ActionCity.la. Bam-b.com. BrokenZaints.com. CaraColOnline.com/robotmania. CKOIceHoldup.com. Coca-colablack.fr. Coraline.com. DuboisMeetsFugger.com. Ecodazoo.com. GetHeGlass.com. InsertSilence.com. JustForTheFOFit.com. LozyOurExcuse.gov. Monsterism.net. NestiaIce.clients.juxtinteractive.com. NetBabyWorld.com/Playcom. NotSoSimpleton.com. OralFix.com/home. Playb3yandi.com. Research.ibm.com/deepblue. Rockstargames.com. Rustboy.com. SemiElLuro.net. Shorn.com. SimpsonizeMe.com. Snacksteerongproductions.com. StudioTanuki.com. SubliMonal.com. TestDriveUnlimited.com. TheTruth.com. Traveler'sInsync.com/challenge_popup.html. UnpluggedTV.com. VilTTE-numerik.com/game. MediaTempele.net. Chapter 4. Create a website guide. Create a websites 1. Try #005-#006.10 or QA76.76 at the library for books about the internet and websites. Try #658-659 for books about business websites. This is a bunch of websites I found everywhere. Some are free. Some want money. Explore them. Twitter.com. YouTube.com. Instagram.com. IMDb.com. JesseDaily.com. GoDaddy.com. Weebly.com. WordPress.com. Lifewire.com/steps-to-build-a-website-3466382. Bloggingforwriters.info. Webstyleguide.com. 123webmaster.com. 1and1.ca, 1and1.com, $1-million-homepage.com, 1netcentral.com, 1sdsitefree.com, 1sdsitefree.com, 1sdwebdesigner.com, 1up.com, 21sdcenturywebsitebuilder.com, webcoder.com, 2createawebsite.com, 2createawebsite.com/programming/cgi.html, 4templates.com, 7m.com, get news on your site, a2i.com/company.asp, aacart.com, aawebmasters.com, the American Association of Webmasters, abaconda.net, get news on your site, access.pdx.edu/workshop/myths.html, access for people with disabilities, activestate.com/komodo_edit, free, open source, acu.edu/dev/makeasaver.edu, adobe.com, go live, adobe.com, macromedia, adobe.com/gollive, adobe.com/proteindex/acrobat, adobe.com/proteindex/pagemill/proteinfo, adobe.com/products/dreamweaver, adobe.com/products/gollive, adobe.com/products/pagemill/main.html, 360degrees.org, a-hum.org, artscenesoho.com, becominghuman.org, charlesandmarie.com, commonwealth.pl, data.a-icard.com/mind, distantier.com, jhwd.com/*, juxtinteractive.com/deconstruction, onesubponaschool.org, rsub.com, solbase.co.uk, seattletehran.com, universe.dailyfa.com, visualzoldier.com, adz.com/zine/more hits, awebedesign.com, inexpensive price, alertbookmarks.com/lr, alair.com, alair.com/products/homesite, alimagico.com, allwebcodesign.com, allwebcodesign.com/setup/templates.htm, allwebco web templates, altavista.com, altavista.digital.com, type in link, followed by your website name and they will tell who's linked to your site, alxbook.com, guestbook service, amiasoft.com/citaid, free website creation software, amiasoft.com/citaid/page spinner, anatech.com/vidcraft/banners.html, andrewgrant.org/2007/0/7/how-to-create-a-website-on-windows-home-minutes.html, how to create a website on Windows Home Server in minutes, anixa.com, angelfire.com, free web space and page building, hosting, tools, and more. Create a website websites too. angelfire.com/doc/htmllib, animationonline.com, annoyingwebsites.com, anybrowser.com, aol.com, go to computing then to build your web page, aol.com, set up free instant messenger, aol.com/royalf/jifanim.htm, aolpress.com, apache.org, apollo.spaceports.com/afb, HTML tutorials, applytools.com/tips.html, aptana.com/studio/download, arachnoid.com, archive.ncsa.uiuc.edu/general/internet/www/htmlprimeral.html #HV, how to develop a website, argylestudio.com/pmug/home.html, How to build a better website. dwmbeencounter.com/tutorial/tutorialweb.html, so you want to build a website. wpdfd.com/index.htm, web page design for designers. arnova.org, Association for Research on Nonprofit Organizations and Voluntary Action. arrowweb.com/graphics/tools.html. arsdigita.com. arda.com/halcyon/webwizard. articlecript.org, create your own news or article site. ashalund.com/links. ashalund.com/webpub. asbn.activestate.com/asbn/download/activeperl/index. reboel.com, expression-based object language. adamz.com, search engine for your website. attahibigriver.com, Amazon affiliate links, Amazon affiliate codes, Amazon referrer codes. auctionbroker.com, set up an online auction website. authorsontheweb.com, website development service. avivadirectory.com/download blog/design professional. babelfish.altavista.com, to translate. bannermaker.com. barebans.com. barebans.com, primary web construction tool. barebans.com/products/products.html. bbsinc.com. idocs.com. webdevelopersnots.com. imagitech.com/bcs.html, HTML background color selector. bbsinc.com/symbol. bcentral.com. bcschools.net/staff/publisherhelp.htm. bellsandwhistles.com. bscene.com. best.com/adamb/gif page. bestdesignoptions.com. bignosebird.com, bignosebird, an all-free webmasters site. bignosebird.com, webmaster tutorials. bignosebird.com/lscgi.shtml, intro to CGI scripts and HTML forms. bigstep.com. bigwebmaster.com. bitstream.com. bizland.com, website design and hosting. blingy.com, on this website you can completely remake your pictures and personalize them to match your style. blogger.com. bluesky.com, software. bluehistoric.com. bluesyouatmom.com, echat. bluevoda.com. bm.lu.se/llv95mpn/java/jstutor. boardwatch.com. bobby.watchfire.com, how accessible is your website for disabled people? boogiejack.com/html_tutorials.html, web design tutorials. bookzone.com, website development service. bootel.com/FAQ, World Wide Web FAQ. bootel.com/FAQ. bootel.com/FAQ/old FAQ. bootel.com/mapedit. bprc.mps.ohio-state.edu/homepage. bravenet.com, set up a free chat room. bridgemarketing.com, 520-318-1222. brooknorth.com. builder.cnet.com. builder.com. builder.com/authoring/basics. builder.search.yahoo.com/m/promo, easily add web search and site search to your site, tailor the look and feel of the search experience to match your site, enhance the search engine algorithm to focus on your site's topic, Yahoo. Search Builder. businessweb.csi.com. caboodles.com. caligari.com, VRML editor. carmd.com, Eshet section. cascadine.htm, cascading style sheet CSS. cast.org. cc.ugans.edu/links_help/html_quick.html, HTML quick reference. cgi.resourceindex.com, cgi-resources.com, chami.com/html-kit, charm.net/web, chilisoft.com, ci.u-aizu.ac.jp/java, cio.com/archive/webbusiness, cio.com/central/style, cis.ohio-state.edu/htbin, citymax.com, create a website websites 3, claris.com, clicksitepro.com/articles, clipsyndicate.com, publish news on your website, cnet.com, codeguru.com, coffeecup.com, cognitives.com/links.html, commerce.net, computexis.com, comvista.com/lesson/cgi, construct.net/tools, contentious.com, coolchat.com, coolclipart.com, coolhomepages.com, coolpage.com, coolsitoftheday.net, cool site of the day, corel.com, corp.learnitonline.com, counterart.com, counterguide.com, lots of stuff to put on your site. coverage.cnet.com/content/features/techno/gif89, cpan.org, Perl language, crayon.net, set up a newspaper, crazyegg.com, analytics tracking, visualize your visitors, create custom, embeddable players, google.com/webmasters, use Google Webmaster Tools, oswd.org, open source web design, download free web design templates, createblog.com, cs.cmu.edu/tilde/cgh, composing good HTML, css.nu/pointers/bugs, cws.internet.com, cyber-age.com, damonnews.org, free website templates for you.com, dartmouth.edu/pages/softdev/fetch.html, program you need to transfer your info from Macintosh to your website, dboard.com, new free message boards, dcn.davis.ca.us/lockerel/webspin.html, deadlock.com/refer, deja.com, delimitation.net, webmasters directory, delvenetworks.com/video-publishing, add video to your website, demofuse.com, create tours that interact with your visitor's browser by creating area highlights, emulating cursor movements, and even help by filling in forms. Demofuse picks up where conventional QuickTime and Flash tutorials fail. designblurb.com, designcourse.com/how-to-make-a-website, designerwiz.com, designreviver.com, desktoppublishing.com, devarticles.com, developer.com/directories, developer.irt.org/script/script, developer.netscape.com, developer.webtv.net/design, developer.yahoo.com, devshead.com, dialel.net/webpages for kids, dialogoo.com, set up a free chat room, digitalartshop.com, digitalartsonline.co.uk/tutorials, digitalpoint.com/tools, digital-women.com/toolbox.html, digits.com, counter, digsitevalue.org, dingbatpages.com, donornet.com, doodle.com, allows you to create a poll, forward to participants and get results quickly and easily. Doodle can also be used as a simple scheduling tool, meeting scheduler, calendar, appointment, date. Doodle.com, allows you to create a poll, forward to participants and get results quickly and easily. Doodle can also be used as a simple scheduling tool. .com webdesign.com, .sw.com/Citastudio, Mac. Download.com. Dreambook.com, guest books. Dreamencode.net. Dreamstation.com, free. Dreamweaver.com. z.llnl.gov/documents/www.test.html, viewer test page. dzygle.com/tips. dspace.dial.pipex.com/leduhusin/index.shtml. dumpsterdive.com, resources for creating better websites. dynamicdrive.com. dynedns.org. earthlink.net, website design and hosting. easycart.com. easytechvideos.com. easy-web-editor.net. ebt.com. ebuilders.net, website design and hosting. econtributor.com. edit.com. editlet.com. eduscapes.com/session/brick/index.htm, brick by brick, designing and developing web pages and projects. efuse.com. ehow.com. eit.com/software. ecatron.com. elated.com. elated.com/pagekits. emilyv.com, writing for the web. evrsoft.com. iritionline.com. experience-project.com/stories/design-websites123triad.com/web-design-articles/self-taught-schooled-web-designers. extremetracking.com. easywebsitebuilders.com. fastcounter.com, link exchange fastcounter. fcg.net/chat/chat. feedsubmitter.com, submit your RSS feed. filehouse.com. filemaker.com. filemakerpro.com. formmail.to, for $1 a month, they create a form for you and manage your responses. Forums dead website, try.com/ub-personal-web dead website, try.com. forums.webdeveloper.com. fpworld.com, ms front page. freedownloadcenter.com/web_authoring-activex.com. freefever.com/graphics. freefind.com, put a free search engine on your site. freehomepage.com. freeindex.com. freelance-folder.com/can-you-teach-yourself-web-design. freemerchant.com. freepolls.com. freeprogrammingresources.com. freezitemplates.com. freezitemplates.com. freezitools.com. freestuffcentral.com/webmaster. freetools.com. freewebmasterhelp.com/tutorials/php. free-website-template.net. freewebsitetemplates.com. freewebtemplates.com. frontpage.com. ftpx.com, file transfer software. gamelan.com, Java applets. Create a website websites for. gen.com/info/webshop/software/html-edit.htm, HTML software via Global Entrepreneurs Network. geometry.umn.edu/docs/w3kit/w3kit.html. jerdesdesign.com, 206-364-1994, web design. getmywebsite.net. gifwizard.com. gigablast.com/index.php, web tools from this search engine. glacierweb.com/home. glam.ac.uk/template/template.htm, website templates. globalscape.com. glover.com/sucky.html, top 10 ways to improve NBSP, your homepage. gnc-web-creations.com/money-saving-tips.htm. gnn.com/gnn/netizens/construction.html, gnu.org/server/standards/readme.html, new webmaster guidelines, godaddy.com, goliath.org/mockepage, geolive.com, gomez.com, analyzes websites, google.com/services, google.com/services, put a free search engine on your site, guestbook.blocky.com, guestbook.net, guestworld.com, hard-gaba.ischool.net, helping.org/nonprofit, helpmatters.com, helpstuff.com, helpuniversity.com, hexmac.com, high5.com, home.highwai.net/crispin/vrmlworks/faq, home.netscape.com, HTML editor, home.netscape.com/assist/net_site/index.html, create new websites, home.netscape.com/comprod/mirror/index.html, home.netscape.com/websites, homestead.com, huhu.ncsa.uiuc.edu, huhu.ncsa.uiuc.edu/cgi/intro.html, hotfile.com, upload a file, get a download link, post it to your website for people to download it, hotfiles.zdnet.com, hotmetalpro.com, hotscripts.com/detailed/4134, hotwired.com, lightlink.com/webinfo.html, how to build web pages, hotwired.com/webmonkey, webmonkey, hotwired.com/webmonkey/teaching tool, howstuffworks.com, how-to-build-website.com, hp.com/sbso/advice, HTML purpose and placement, HTML dead website, try.com, html-based-help.com, htmlgoodies.com, htmlguardian.org, htmlhelp.com, htmlhelp.org, htmlib.demon.co.uk, htmlprimer.com, htmlvalidator.com, hwg.org, htmlwriters, enr.www.unl.edu/internet/speccodes.html, special character HTML codes, iawmd.com, webmasters and designers, ibm.com/developer, ibswebdesign.com, ibuilt.net, ichat.com, set up a chat room, idm.internet.com/faq/js-faq, igoldrush.com/missing, list of websites who will link with you if you link with them, illustra.com, database management, imagecafe.com, imageweeks.com, imagiware.com, imagiware.com/rxhtml, tests your website for spelling errors, etc. impactonline.org/internet, imsglobal.org/metadata/index.html, in3.org/articles/wftw1, incontext.com, indigoimage.com, info.med.yale.edu/caim/manual/contents.html, infomedia.com/preview.htm, infoquest.com/website/shoppingcarts.asp, informate.com, infoseek.com/home?pg=ultra_home.html, type in link, followed by your website name and they will tell who's linked to your site. infoweb.magi.com/eblair/htmlg.html, insidehtml.com, interactivetools.com, interarchy.com, file transfer software for Macs, internet.com, internet.com/section/webdev, internet.net/r/ftp/policy, general rules, intuit.com, ipage.com, ipswitch.com/pd-wsftp.html, program you need to get your info from your home computer to your server if different from your computer, ircache.net/cache/faq, ironspider.ca/website/workingoffline.htm, building a website offline, isysnet.com/mlinsay.keytrex3.html, isitebuild.com, istrategies.com/10secret, ittools.com/promote-it, iw.com, iwanet.org, Webmasters Association, jasc.com, java.sun.com, javascript.internet.com, javasoft.com, create a website websites 5, javasoft.com/java.sunday.com/tutorial/index.html, javaworld.com, jdante.hypermart.net, free stuff, jimworld.com, jewmla.org, jottit.com, make a website just by entering in your text, justrazysite.com, make your images smaller, justsmil.com/smil.html, clearinghouse for smil content, news, and discussion, kent.k12.wa.us/ksd/it/tsc/prof_dev/tutorials.html, learn HTML, create web pages, kevingunn.com/webrama.htm, keyworks.net, kiccaps.com, flash video on your site, killersites.com, killersites.com, killerstartups.com, kingstyles.com, web design made a supple task, kn.pocbell.com/wired/homemaker, composer.net, casone.com/people/nelson/nl.htm, lcc.gatech.edu/gallery/dzine, learnaboutweb.com, learnasp.com, learntaichinet.com, learntaichinet.com, learn the net, learnwebsites.net, levi.simplenet.com, storefront, lights.com/hitelnet, likeno.com, sitemap software, lindacarroll.com, linkedin.com/groups/self-taught-website-building-9314007, linklint.org, liquiderby.com/cp, control panel, lisaexplains.com, lisaexplains.com, explains how to make a great website, littlechair.com, livehelper.com, get live chat, living-history.org/dynaweb, lne.com/web, lsdsitefree.com, create a website in 7 steps, luckman.com, lycos.com, lynda.com, lyres.com, macromedia.com, macromedia.com/dreamweaver, macromedia.com/shockwave, macromedia.com/software/dreamweaver, macromedia.com/software/homesite, macromedia.com/tool/shockwave, macromedia.com/tool/shockwave/plugin/plugin.cgi, madeira.cc.hokudiac.jp/rd/yamamoto, create a free custom logo, magictemplate.com, mailback.com, makeitactive.com, makepopariazy.com, makingthenetwork.org, makingthenetwork.org/toolbox/tools/webguide.htm, marin.com, marin.com/colorchart, marimba.com, matrixplayer.com, add video streaming to your website, maxpages.com, mcli.dist.maricopa.edu/authoring. mcli.dist.maricopa.edu/webhounds/gbu. mayadroid.com. mediabuilder.com. medialotitebox.com, FTP server, free 500 MB. mercuryinteractive.com. michaelbluejay.com/webdesign/website design tips. phpbuilder.com. michaelstein.net. microsoft.com/express/web, Microsoft's web editor for Windows. microsoft.com/frontpage, front page. From Microsoft TechSmith.com/community/htmlrev/index2.htm, HTML editors. Microsoft.com/site builder. Microsoft.com/typography/free.htm. milkern.com/do-don't.html. millennium.fortunecity.com/babar/269/2461.html, creating web pages. milliondollarhomepage.com. milo-18.com, 917-514-4436, web design. mindframe.com/tools/shockwave. miraclelink.com/products. miso.wwa.com/boba/masters1.html. mojavelinux.com/cooker/demo/domtt/index. mozdev.org. morebusinessresults.com/web-site-checklist.htm, free website design checklist. msdn.microsoft.com/workshop/author. multiurl.com, post multiple URLs to your blog or website. mvd.com. mycomputer.com. mywebsitetool.com/n/website/index.php. namo.com. nashville.net/carl/html guide/index.html, how do they do that with HTML? ncompasslabs.com. ncsa.uiuc.edu/general/internet/www. ncsa.uiuc.edu/general/internet/www/htmlprimer.html, Beginner's Guide to HTML. ncsa.uiuc.edu/general/internet/www/htmlprimer.html, Beginner's Guide to HTML. ncsu.edu/cc/html_trng/html_intro.html, HTML basics. ndesign-studio.com/resources/tutorials. nearnet.gnn.com/gnn/netizens/construction.html. nerdheaven.com. nesbit.com. net.com/java/faq. net2.com/nvu/download.html. netfaqs.com. netidnow.com/blog/what-is-seo. netmechanic.com. netmechanic.com, free check for broken links. netobjects.com. netsurf.com. netsurf.com/cwpfd. nethuts.com. net-user.com/graphics. netweb.com/webdev. networksolutions.com. Create a website. Website 6. 2wire.com, DSL availability. newhorizons.com. newmedia.com, track visitors to your website. northernwebs.com. notab.com. nope.com/tutorials/the-ultimate-brilliant-web-design-tutorials.html. oasis-open.org/cover. ofx.net, Open Financial Exchange. omniupdate.com, change your website easily. honestopwebsupport.com. oneworld.wa.com/htmldev/devpage. oneworld.wa.com/htmldev/devpage/dev-page.html. oneworld.wa.com/html/dev/devpage/dev-page.html, HTML Developers Jump Station. Onlineators.net. Oracle.com. O'Reilly.com. OSWD.org. Open source web design, free web design templates. OurWorld.compuserve.com, go to publishing tools. Pageflakes.com. Pageflakes.com, create a customized homepage with your favorite daily blogs, RSS feeds and news resources. Get your local weather, news, email, podcasts, movie showtimes, TV listings, to-do list, calendar, and more all in one location. Pages.google.com. Pagetutor.com/pagetutor/mockapage. paradiseweb.com. pbworks.com, create, collaborate and share information via a wiki. The wiki allows incorporation of RSS feeds, tags, and the ability to embed video and audio. A free option available. pcdi.com, course. pconline.com, track visitors to your website. pcworld.com/tabdemo.pl. pdimages.com. pedalo.co.uk, website design and promotion services. pearl.com. pearl.org. pearl.org, home of the Perl programming language. pearlshop.net, Perl Shop. Personalwebdead website, try.dash.com. personalwebkit.com. phpbuilder.com. Pixelpipe.com. Pixelpipe is a media gateway that allows users to publish text and upload photos, video and audio files once through Pixelpipe. Uploaded content can be distributed to over 95 online destinations such as social networks, blogs, and so on. Planetnet.com, website development service. Pleasekey.com, control panel. pawbox.com/Gerald/guild/style.html. Polldaddy.com, free account provides access to custom color schemes, the ability to track votes, create unlimited free polls and the ability to add text, pictures, and video to your poll. PoorRichard.com. PostNuke.com. PowerSurge.net/cp, control panel. PreviewPort.com, website development service. PrimeHost.com. ProImageTech.co.za. ProjectCool.com/developer. Protopage.com. Public.asu.edu/botger, HTML writer homepage. Publish.com. Real.com. RealAudio.com. ReallyBig.com. RealNetworks.com/products/media_creation.html, create slideshows for websites. Red-gate.com/code_profiling.htm. Register.com. Remit.com, merchant credit card status. Resourceindex.com. rtis.com/nat/user/toolbox. rust.net/tilde-wallbean/apricot.htm, background colors. Sausage.com. Sausage.com/reptile. School-for-champions.com/web.htm, web development. sci.kun.nl/thalia/guide/color/faq.html. sci.kun.nl/thalia/guide/index.html. Screen.com/understand/html. Scriptcarch.com. Scriptcarch.internet.com. Scriptarchive.com. cgi.resourceindex.com, graphics. Searchengines.com. Self-taught-animator.com/360-to-do/2-create-a-website. Sellitontheweb.com. SEO-websitesdesigners.com. coxy.com. Serverwatch.internet.com. SEWebsites.com. shire.net/learnwebdesign/map.html, shoppingcartwebsites.com, sierramm.com/smpnet.html, simpworld.net, sirius.com/tim/html.htm, sitebud.com, sitebuildingtools.com, sitesirithk.net, peer review of your site, sitegrade.com, volunteers will grade your website for free, siteground.com/tutorials, siteinspector.com, sitelaunch.com, sitelaunch.net, sitemakertool.com, sitemapbuilder.net, sitemapPro.com, sitemap software, siteowner.com, sitereview.org, sites.com, analyzes websites, sixapart.com/movabletype, sixapart.com/prone/plugins, reallybig.com, the largest directory of web building resources on the internet, slickplan.com, ideal for web designers and developers, slightlyblue.com, match your website colors, smplanet.com/webpage/webpage.html, create your own web page for beginners, compgraph.htm, digital graphics, socialgo.com, socialgo.com, create your own social network for free, softquad.com, soul-sems.com, sourceforge.net, free software, spiderpro.com, spiderpro.com/pr/pri, spry.org, spyarastudios.com, sq.com, squido.com, create one-page web pages called lenses based on your interests, stardust.com/wsdir, create a website 7, stars.com, stars.com/seminars/languages/osd.html, stupidsoftware.com/tips/index.html, web page design tips, submit411.com, submitcorner.com, submittedge.com, sun.com/styleguide/table/welcome.html, sunsetwestproductions.com/websites.htm, superaffiliatehandbook.com, surrealcms.com, Surreal CMS is simple, start editing in minutes, surveymonkey.com, an online survey tool that can be used for surveys, feedback, employee/customer reviews and group scheduling, surveys.com, a free survey tool, create surveys, email to participants, analyze results, swfup.com, synapse.net/philo/start/start-dl.html, synapse.net/woodall/html.htm, compendium of HTML elements, synchronies.com, about links, tech-evangelist.com/2009/04/25/edit-files-online-with-filezilla, template.bsd.uchicago.edu/editing.html, development, website editing guide, templateforall.com, template-help.com, templatemonster.com, templatemonster.com, web design by Template Monster, templatesweb.com, thecorporation.com, funny icons, theedsignccubicle.com, thefreesite.com, thefreesite.com, free graphics, fonts, JavaScripts, guest books, chat, software, screensavers, sounds and more. thempagaweb.com/tutorials/5-minute website tutorial/5-minute-website-tutorial.htm, thesitewizard.com, thesitewizard.com/webdesign, thuebservant.com, tickerland.com, send your news to other sites, tile.net, tinychat.com, create a chat room, tinyurl.com, tlc-systems.com/webtips.html, tntmedia.com, tpj.com, Perl, trafficbiz.com, transaction.net/web/tutor/cmdtable.html number sign list, traillix.com, 2cows.com. 2cows.com, look for free shareware on how to set up a website. 2cows.com/html edit. 2cows.com/windows/development web authoring. turn.com/catalog2/xlngcat3.htm. ubuntuguide.org/wiki/ubuntu:feisty/servers. ukwda.org, UK Web Design Association. union.ncsa.uiuc.edu/hypernews/get/www/html/guides.html, guides to writing HTML documents. university-ren1.fr/astro/onem-euf, video files. usability.gov. usableweb.com. usate.com. usate.com, how to adapt your content for how people read web pages. People just read headlines. usate.com/alertbugs. usate.com/homepage usability. usate.com/papers/webwriting. uselink.net. uselink.net/edgerton/index, video files database. uteronto.ca/webdocs/html-docs/intro_tools.html, HTML software. validator.w3.org. validator.w3.org, free validation of HTML code. valueweb.net, website design and hosting. venus.co.uk/omf, Open Financial Exchange, of. verysign.com. verot.net, web development, design, and open source code. veryclever.com. virtualmechanics.com. virtualmechanics.com/imsdwarf.htm. virtues.com, 3D website builder. 6check.com. viscosity.com. visibone.com, web colors, etc. visecommedia.com. vista-buttons.com, make your website navigation clean and comfortable. voiced.com, webmaster directory. vrml.org. w3.org. w3.org, all about the web, W3 Consortium. w3.org, current information on web standards. w3.org/hypertext/www/tools. w3.org/markup. w3.org/pub/www/protocols. w3.org/security. w3.org/security/FAQ. w3c.org. w3c.org, Council for the Central Laboratory of the Research Councils, a computer science research organization in the UK. w3org/pub/www/tools. w3schools.com. w3schools.com, free web building tutorials, from basic HTML and XHTML to advanced XML, JavaScript, and Flash. Create a website. Websites 8. w3schools.com, tutorials for HTML, WML, XML, ASP, programming, databases, and general web building. w3schools.com, tutorials. wai.org, website accessibility initiative. walterzorn.com/tooltip. warriorforum.com. whatsanaddy.com. wc4.org/templates.htm. wdvl.com, the Web Developers Virtual Library, an encyclopedia of web technology, with tutorials on all aspects of the web and web design, including coverage of the very latest developments. wdvl.com, Web Developers Virtual Library. wdvl.com, Web Developers Virtual Library, Web Development Tutorials and Resources. Weatherbyemail.com, get weather reports on your site. web.kenlink.com/webdesign. web.kenlink.com/webdesign/nl.htm. web.com. Weebally.net. weebally.net/html/software. web66.cold.umn.edu. webbuilder.com. webclipart dead website, try.dash.com, webclipart. webcom.com. automaticlabs.com. speedtest.net, line speed test. webcom.com/webcom/html, webmaster resources guide. webcom.com/webcom/html/tutor. webcom.com/webcom/html/tutor/forms. webcommando.com. webcontactpro.net. webdesign dead website, try.dash.com. webdesign dead website, try.dash.com. webdesignbooth.com. webdesignerdepot.com. webdesignfromscratch.com. webdesignhelper.co.uk. d.umn.edu/is/support/training/online/webdesign/tools.html. webreference.com. ibm.com/developerworks/xml. webplaces.com, graphics for web pages. webdesignledger.com. webdesignledger.com/freebs. webdesignmastery.com. webdesignschoolsguide.com. webdesignshop.com. webdesk.com. validator.w3.org, Kinder, gentler HTML validator. webdeveloper.com. web-developer-resources.com. builder.cnet.com. webdevelopersjournal.com. webdevelopment.developersnetwork.com. webdiner.com. webdiner.com/templates. webdiner.com/templates/index.htm. webhosting-search.com/article/how-start-up-a-website.php. webj.org. webmaster.org. webmastercourse.com. webmasterhotspot.com. webmaster-programs.com. webmaster-talk.com. webmaster-templates.net. webstyleguide.com. webmastertools.com. webmasterworld.com. webmonkey.com. webmonkeys.com. webnow.com/basicinterface/basicsdep1.asp. webopedia.com. webpageshatsuck.com. info.med.yale.edu/caim/manual/contents.html, Yale Style Manual. webpageshatsuck.com, learn good web design by looking at bad web design. webpageteacher.com. webprocafe.com. webproworld.com/webmaster-forum. webquick.com. webreference.com/authoring. webreference.com/authoring/style/sheet/layout/advanced. Mako4css.com. colorfield.com/xproof. evrsoft.com/1sdpage, free freeware HTML editor. softwares.visicommedia.com/n, HTML editor, etc. webreview.com. webreview.com/design. webreview.com/wr/pub/styles/sheets. webself.net. webservices.cnet.com. website.ora.com. websitedesignfromscratch.com. websitedesigns.com. websitedesigns.com/free counter on how many visitors you get. websitegarage.com. websitegarage.netscape.com. websitehelpers.com. websites.com. websitespydoc.com, websitecotoolsguide.com, websitectupguide.com, websitesthatsuck.com, websitetips.com, websitetoolbox.net, websitevalet.com, webspawner.com, webstandards.org, webstat.com, weebietext.com, webtrends.com, webtrends.net, webwareforpython.org, webword.com, webexact.watchfire.com, test web content, webyourbusiness.com, website design and hosting, webzone.net/shareware, weebly.com, wemplates.com, web template resource, wurbuck.com, wurbuck.com/barebans, wurbuck.com/barebans, bare bones guide to HTML, westsiv.com/layout_master, whatanswered.com/website/index.php, whatis.com, whatismyip.com, check your own IP address, widexcel.com/remote/search-engine/metatag-analyzer.html, willardsigns.com, wilsonweb.com/articles/webhost.htm, how to choose a web hosting service ISP for your business web pages, thesitewizard.com/webhosting/index.shtml, web hosting issues, wilsonweb.com/rfwilson/smallbus/12design.htm, winzite.com, create a website websites 9, winwriters.com, wordpress.org, free, open-sourced version of WordPress, you create a website but need a host, worldready.com/readlist, worldwebsitesplus.com, world-widelotto.com/securetransactions.htm, worldwidemart.com/scripts, world-wide-websites.com, worstoftheweb.com, wpdfd.com, wsresource.com, wonderground.com, get weather reports on your site, x10media.com, PHP scripts for webmasters, website resources, xml.com, XML is the next step in markup language as the web outgrows HTML, xstandard.com, xtraim.com/sitexpert, sitemap software, yahoo.com/computers_and_internet/world_wide_web, yellowbricks.com, by syndicated content, yola.com, yvg.com/tower/rgbconverter.html, decimal/hexadecimal converter, zddownloads.com, zdnet.com, htmlcompendium.org, a compendium of HTML elements, zdnet.com/devhead, zdnet.com/devhead/resources, zdnet.com/devhead/resources/script library, zdnet.com/devhead/resources/script library/javascript, zdnet.com/downloads, zdnet.com/downloads/webauthor, zdnet.com/downloads/webauthor.html, zdnet.com/amen/crash_course.html, zdnet.com/ecommerce, zeldman.com, zip.com/amen/crash_course.html, zipdavis.com/properties/tech-support/zdedu.htm, zoomaclouds.egrupos.net, AR Networks, create your own tag cloud for your website in 3 easy steps, zoomernag.com, create a website websites 10, 1234-find-web-designers.org, web designers directory, linkedup.com, website design reviews, freecsstemplates.org, download free CSS templates, templatemo.com, free CSS templates, intensivstation.ch/n/templates, CSS templates. intensivstation.ch. csstemplates.net, free CSS templates. free-css.com, free CSS templates. smashingmagazine.com. joshuadavis.com, Davis, Joshua. Joshua Davis, pioneer of web. digitalthread.com, digital thread showcasing web design. webdeveloper.com, forums for web developers. webpagedesign.com.au, art for the web. coolarchive.com, fonts and icons. cooltext.com, cool text logo generator and web design tool. boxstart.com, flash website templates. iconbazaar.com, icon bazaar icons for web designers. quickbanner.com, quick banner. javascript.internet.com, javascript's tutorials. htmlgoodies.com, html goodies. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/html5. w3schools.com/html5/default.asp, html5 tutorial. html5demos.com, html5 demos and examples. dev.w3.org/html5/spec/overview.html, html5 and w3c. html5gallery.com. apple.com/html5, Apple and HTML5. themeschrome.com, design marketplace. internet.com, internet developer resources. idnworld.com, international designer network. davidgalbraith.org. designersbrasileiros.blogspot.com.br, designers brasileiros, Brazil. digitmag.co.uk, Digit magazine for creative professionals. gigaom.com, gigaom. gl.fmagazine.com, animated, shockwave, digital art and music. easytvmedia.com, digital art. journal.fiberculture.org, fiberculture. grammatron.com, artists and writers in cyberspace. hotwired.wired.com, web development help. rts.com/ca, communication arts graphic design. designobserver.com, design observer writings on design. creationline.co.uk, create online, UK. A magazine for web design. designzine.com, designzine a virtual design newsstand. editomuse.it, Domus. Editoriale Domus Italian design magazine. magwork.com, Encore magazine. paidcontent.org, paid content. netmag.co.uk, net magazine, UK. pellfusion.com, pellfusion graphic and website design tools. shift.jp.org, Shift Japan. provisoire.com, Provisoire. systaim.com, web art from France. hudzilla.org/phpbook, PHP tutorial. huszilla.org. rhizome.org, Rhizome a zine of net art and design. pellfusion.com/tools/30-web-20-rss-applications-sites, RSS application designs. semanticweb.org, the Semantic Web Community Portal. freeskins.blogspot.com, free skins for XML blogs. blogskins.com, blogskins, the free blog templates community. bestwpthemes.com, best WordPress themes and skin. newwpthemes.net, new WordPress theme. wordpressthemedesk.com, WordPress theme desk. skinbase.org, skinbase. htmlhelp.com, web design. htm. 1234-find-web-designers.org, web designers directory. webopedia.com, Webopedia online encyclopedia and dictionary. wpdfd.com, Web page design for designers. Webstyleguide.com, Web Style Guide. W3.org, World Wide Web Consortium. XML.com, XML from the inside out. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/xml, XML. xml.org, xml.org XML Web Standards. Zemanta.com, Online Advertising and Marketing. Microsoft.com/frontpage. 800-749-1706.